In the video where I made a skate, I used these Borgish looking cubes as weights. I've had them for a little while. They were inside a camera lighting dolly which I managed to get my hands on for about 10 quid from a production studio. They're pretty heavy and pretty awkward to lift up, so in this video I'm going to make some handles for them. I have three options of handles that I could possibly attach onto the cubes. The first is box tubing, which I could potentially bolt onto the edge, one on either side, but this will mean having to lift the weight with my fingers alone. The other option is finding sort of little bits of metal like this, which I could then bolt and create a handle a bit like a kettle weight. This will be the easiest method to use, but I will only be able to use one hand to lift the weight. Alternatively, I have some flat bar that's about 30mm wide and 4mm thick, and I can create a rectangle all the way around with two handles. So I think I'm going to go for that option. After I measured the cube, I drew out the shape of the handles, working out the overall length, where I would have to drill holes and bend the metal. My mental arithmetic isn't as good as the video suggests. This is edited for effect. After marking the lengths of flat bar, I cut 3 pieces out. I then used a punch to mark where I would drill the holes. It is good practice to start with a smaller sized drill bit, working your way up to the final diameter, oiling the metal as you go along. I use my deburring tool to clean the breakout on the underside of the holes. If you are drilling correctly, you will see these coiled pieces of metal. Sacre bleu. I realised my vise was too small to use the bending jig to shape the metal. I'm using my entire body weight to achieve the required force. If anything gave way, I would have probably landed on the floor. Using a couple blocks of wood as spacers, I line the handles in place. If they seemed a little off, I used the punch to offset the drill holes, thus moving the metal into place when bolted. I'm drilling directly into the weights, again working up to the size I need before tapping a hole into them. You can see the bolts pulling the metal into place and how mighty my drill is. Whoa! I decorated the weights with aluminium paint, which is a great primer for metal or resinous woods. Now I have another reason not to go to the gym.